Oh boy, my path to Toledo. My first interaction with Toledo was with none other than Toledo Tom, and he recruited me when I was in high school. So I wanted to play at Toledo, so that was my first experience with being at the university. Going way back to high school, I wanted to be a part of the Toledo program. I wanted to play here. I never got to experience a home game as a Toledo member. So I've been here as an opponent, and the environments were fantastic, but I'm looking forward to that first home game where I've got the Rocket logo on, and that'll be a cool deal for me. That's something that just pops into my mind is a really exciting time for me. Boy, off the field outside of practice, people might not know. I like to fish. I like to fly fish. That's one thing that I really enjoy. I don't have a whole ton of time for it now, but I got two little guys at home, but they take up most of that time. But once they get older, then we'll all get fishing. You know, it's great to be back. You know, I always tell people it's coming home for me. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, but the state of Ohio is home, and it's good to be back and good to be around familiar things. You know the name of the grocery store. You know those types of things, and it's comforting, and it's nice to be around. And we have kept up with the times here and exceeded those expectations as far as locker room facilities, weight room facilities, but still kept the great tradition that's here at the university. Oh man, my coaching style, I don't know. One guy yesterday said I'm the weirdest coach they've ever seen, but I'm not a big yeller, big screamer. That's really not in my deal. And mostly because I think that I lean on the fact that I didn't like that as a player. I had the guys over to eat one night, and they said I got on the dog a little bit harder than I got on them during the spring ball. But I look at myself as a teacher. That's what we are. We're teachers, and we're trying to get our philosophies, our systems, our schemes to our players in the best way that we know how. And so that's where I try to stay pretty even, pretty steady with it, but always remembering that I'm a teacher first. My expectations are to do our part to win a championship. I mean, that's what it comes down to for me. That's what it comes down to for our group is we need to do our job. I think it was the Patriots that have that saying, that slogan, do your job. And that's what we need to do, and we need to fulfill our role to be able to win championships here, because that's what we're all after, and that's our goal, and we're not going to stop until that's accomplished. And in our room, our secondary room, our safeties room, we've got to do our part of that and exceed expectations and get the job done. It's really exciting, and it's fun, and every guy is different. You know the guy that you could make fun of the kind of pants he's wearing, and you know the guy that you better not make fun of the kind of pants he's wearing because that might ruin his day. But those are the things that on a personal level I like the best. I mean, I love the games, I love the practices, I love that, but getting to know players, I think that, from guys that I know that have stopped coaching or been done coaching, that's probably the thing they miss. So I try to soak that in and get to know these guys on a personal level. And I always joke with them. I say, when you know my first name, my middle name, my last name, and my kids' names and where I live, and you don't need a GPS to get to my house, that's when things are going pretty good. That's when we've started to know one another as a group, and we're working towards that every day.